A city embattled, the Stakes of Stalingrad, the Battle of Stalingrad, a name that echoes through history. More than a city, Stalingrad became a symbol of resistance against tyranny, a symbol of the human cost of war. From August 1942 to February 1943, the German and Soviet armies clashed in a brutal struggle for control of this strategic city on the Volga River. The fate of the Eastern Front, and perhaps the entire war, hung in the balance. For Adolf Hitler, Stalingrad represented more than just a strategic objective. It bore the name of his nemesis, Joseph Stalin. Capturing the city would be a propaganda victory, a blow to Soviet morale. For Stalin, Stalingrad became a matter of national pride. He issued Order No. 227, not one step back, forbidding retreat. The city became a fortress, its defenders determined to fight for every inch of ground. The stage was set for one of the most pivotal battles in human history.
The road to Stalingrad was paved with ambition and miscalculation. Hitler's invasion of the Soviet Union in June 1941, Operation Barbarossa, began with stunning success. German forces advanced rapidly, capturing vast swathes of territory. But the Red Army, though initially caught off guard, proved more resilient than anticipated. As the summer of 1942 approached, Hitler shifted his focus southward. The oil fields of the Caucasus beckoned, promising to fuel the German war machine. Stalingrad, a vital transportation hub on the Volga River, became a key objective. Its capture would sever Soviet supply lines and pave the way for the Caucasus campaign. However, this strategic ambition proved to be a fatal overreach. The German advance became increasingly stretched. Supply lines grew thin. The Red Army, though battered, was far from defeated. The stage was set for a desperate struggle on the banks of the Volga.
The Battle of Stalingrad was unlike any other. Gone were the sweeping tank battles of the open steppes. Stalingrad became a claustrophobic nightmare of urban warfare. Buildings became fortresses. Streets became battlegrounds. Every inch of rubble was contested with a savage intensity. The Germans, initially confident in their superior firepower, relied on air power and artillery to blast their way through the city. Stuka dive bombers rained down destruction, reducing Stalingrad to a wasteland. But the Soviets adapted. They employed a tactic known as hugging the enemy. By staying close to the Germans, they negated their enemy's advantage in artillery and air power. The battle raged for weeks, then months. Each building, each factory floor became a scene of desperate hand-to-hand combat. The fighting was brutal, unforgiving, and took a heavy toll on both sides.
Zhukov, Paulus, and the soldiers of Stalingrad. The Battle of Stalingrad was a clash of armies and wills. Men of extraordinary courage emerged from the crucible of combat. General Georgy Zhukov, a hero of the Soviet Union, defended the city. Zhukov's strategic brilliance and resolve rallied his troops. General Friedrich Paulus faced urban warfare unlike any before. Initially confident, Paulus and his men became bogged down. Paulus's Sixth Army was encircled by a resurgent Red Army. The true heroes were the soldiers who fought and died. Germans, Romanians, Italians, Soviets, all endured unimaginable hardships. Their sacrifices remind us of the human cost of conflict.
Section 5, Turning the Tide. Stalingrad's impact on the global conflict. The Battle of Stalingrad marked a turning point in World War II. The German Sixth Army, once considered invincible, was shattered. The myth of German invincibility was broken. The Red Army, bloodied but unbowed, had proven its mettle. The victory at Stalingrad had profound strategic implications. It marked the beginning of the end of Germany's advance in the east. From this point onward, the Red Army would be on the offensive, slowly but surely, driving the Wehrmacht back towards Berlin. The impact of Stalingrad resonated far beyond the Eastern Front. In the West, the Allied powers, heartened by the Soviet victory, sensed a shift in the tide of war. The victory at Stalingrad provided a much-needed morale boost and demonstrated that the Nazi war machine could be defeated.
Stalingrad's enduring significance. The Battle of Stalingrad stands as a chilling reminder of human courage and destruction. Reduced to rubble, it symbolizes war's horrors and human resilience. Volgograd, renamed after the war, honors those who fought and died. Stalingrad's legacy extends beyond its boundaries. It warns of unchecked ambition and ideological conflict's human cost. The battle underscores strategic resilience and overcoming overwhelming odds. More than a battle, it was a clash of ideologies and a turning point in global conflict. Its legacy reminds us of courage, peace's fragility, and history's lessons.